Hello, my name is Zhatelier, welcome back to another episode of Redcoat's Revenge in EU4, and, well, I think we're going to start coring those two. Although we are probably going to get the Colonial nation here sooner rather than later. Or once we have the core, I think, or 5 cores, then they're going to flip. Majority of them anyway. Now, we do need to get another Diplo advisor. Colonial reign. Ooh, that might not be a bad one, actually. At this point, I think what we can do is get back to the port. Can we explore? Yes, we can. There's a bit more South Atlantic that we can do, by the looks of it, and then we can do the Pacific South America. Well, there's a lot of rebellions around here. Not that they're much of a problem, but a minor inconvenience. At this point, I think... I don't know, there might be a bit more rebellions here, so what I'll... East Friesland. It's 9,000, that's a lot of troops there. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to send the Navy to London. I'm going to send our troops to take care of that Protestant zealot problem there. Right, is there any... Sutherland does have a decent effort on unity. Military development. Ooh, I think I'm going to take the army tradition. Right, and now we can probably do the institution spread in faith provinces, or Warsaw versus other religions is always pretty nice as well. Or ship trade power propagation. I'll take the institution spread right now. Because we do need to get the institution spreading as quickly as possible. And while it's doing that relatively alright, Picardy is going to get the colonialism right about now. There we go. Now it's spreading to Kent. I'll take the admin power again. We can get something from... We don't need the stability, we can't use these two. Because we're not a male. Our mercantilism is only 36 right now, so how about we keep on increasing that one? If I remember correctly, I don't have that how mercantilism is 100% quite yet. I don't remember where around it is, but I do recall there being an achievement for that. Privateering might be a good idea later on. Oh, there we go. Yeah, we don't have the protected market yet, which we will try to get. Ooh, I don't want to lose too much professionalism. Not that we've gotten much of it anyway, but still, I don't want to lose too much. I wonder if we could increase the size of this army to 10,000 infantry. We're gonna have to send this army over there. And go and destroy them. There we go. Get back there and we'll transport. And we did a bit more exploration by the looks of it. Do a bit more of the South Atlantic, so that's going to give us a vision of the Cape. Actually, one thing that I'm thinking now is the colonists that we have. Oh well, I mean we only have one colonist. Hopefully we can get another mission or debate in Parliament giving us another one. It is a possibility. Oh, come on, you can take that. Okay, sure enough, you don't have a leader, actually. We can borrow it from the other army. Good old Benjamin is being shuffled around quite a bit. So there might be a rebellion in Leinster. Why is that? They are Catholic. Overextension. Maybe there's something that I'm missing here. Why is there such a base unrest? I don't know. The colonial increase has stopped or slowed down. The yearly colonists has dropped to 75 for us now. It's a bit of a shame, really. Now I could send the army to... Ooh, right, start a debate. Colonist, yeah, I think I'm going to take that. We can do a bit of a bribe. Then admin support, maybe not. We'll use a little bit Navy tradition. Take size in Parliament. Suppose we could give one admin support. So that's another colonist. And that colonist we're going to send down to St. Helen. Just so that we get a bit of jumping point to Cape. And take this area here, as well as get towards India. So we'll essentially have currently 2 colonies here in... Hold on. Alright, that's... One of these needs to become a core, and then we'll get the 13 colonies. We're already. Drake. David Drake. Speaking of India, let's actually go to the West Indian Ocean. Probably won't be able to get all that far in there, but we can potentially survey a tiny bit of that. Also, we got 1, 2, 3, 4 already here. We'll have 6 sooner or later over at Caribbean. It should become... There we go, 13 colonies. I'll let it be 13 colonies. I wonder, where's the capital? Ah, Massachusetts. Ah, I suppose that makes sense. Prince Consort. I'll take the legitimacy, actually. Feel like that might be most useful. I'm still wondering why the Leinster is trying to get independence so badly, but... Oh well, I could get the military tech. On the other hand, if I had 1600 ducats, I could embrace the colonialism. I think that's a bit too much for me, though. But now that we've got the colonial nation, it's going to spread rather quickly in London. Puerto Rico is producing fish. I'm gonna take the edict out of there just to save a bit more cash. Sally an engineer. I'm gonna have to decline the offer. I don't want to spend the money right now. We do need to save up. We're not making that much money either. So, ooh. Bit extra points, don't mind if I do. Now, I'm pretty sure that I did said this. Yeah, they do have the institutions right over there as well. Zhatelier has been converted, not completed. And let's see, we could start converting. Actually, at this point, since there's not a huge difference in the provinces, we'll convert Chester. At this point, we are more concerned about the aesthetics rather than the efficiency. Okay, now it's 1400. Burgundy has announced as a rival again. And we did a bit of exploration. West Indian. Oh, I got fairly far over here, actually. I wonder if France is trying to get a colonial game. No, they got trade, offensive, and admin. So France is definitely not taking part in colonial game right now. I suspect that their army is rather strong, though. 35,000. I reckon that their army quality isn't bad. Well, the maintenance isn't very high. Professionalism is very low. Tradition is rather low as well. So I might be able to beat down France in a war, especially if I can get Castilians to help me. Oddly enough, Castile has not formed Spain yet. Tobacco and Antigua, excellent. And over here we're actually getting a lot of colonists now. Ooh. National unrest down. Oh, no, I'll take the legitimacy actually. Still a little bit ways to go with that one. Majority of our income is trade income. Which, to be fair, is not really surprising. I'm making 28 ducats from English Channel. Speaking of which, I'll probably transferring most of the North Sea. Well, a fair bit of the North Sea is being transferred. Where are the... So incoming, Ivory Coast and Chesapeake Bay are both 0. North Sea is a little bit, Lubeck is a little bit. Actually, I think what we can do is 13 colonies. You can start. Oh, I don't think there is a way to get the trade power from here yet. Where are we? Oh, we're taking to Castle St. Lawrence right now. I mean, we shouldn't do that. Okay, well, pushing the stuff from here to... North Sea, which we are then mostly pushing to English Channel. At the same time, we don't need to do it that way. We can just do it directly from Chesapeake Bay. And with that, then our trade power in Caribbean would be pushed up here. So if we can get another trader, which is definitely possible. Well, how much? 1300 is now what we'd need to embrace the institution. Because London already has it. And it's spreading into Essex. Yeah, if we wait a little bit longer, we should be able to get the institution. And we do need a bit more money, so we're gonna have to take a loan or two. Right, you can go exploring Pacific South America. So we got... Oh, we lost the Force Union in France. Actually, that's not a huge issue. We can live without that. It would have been nice, of course, but I think... Right, so we converted Chester. I think Scarborough is going to be the next one. We have a look at the religious map mode. Yeah, then probably Cornwall, or Cumbria and East March, and then Cornwall, Wales, and the remaining of Ireland and Scotland, and the Isle of Man, of course. And then Brittany at some point, but I mean, I think Brittany still has pretty high autonomy. It is going down rather quickly now, but still. We've been fighting a lot of wars lately. Huron has ended. 13 colonies has a little bit of land there. I think we need to get the Manhattan sooner rather than later, but right now we can't afford setting up a 4th colony. St. Helena is currently at 260. Then there's the Puerto Rico, which is 670. Oh, Perth has a revolt. 24,000, that's actually a fair bit of a revolt. We'll gather up the troops. And then engage them. They're currently on hills, but at the same time, with 28,000, I think we can take them. There we go. I'll split the armies a little bit. I think we're going to have to start preparing for a war against France, just so that we can keep them weak. we can get this coastline here and also get some of our missions done. Because we do need... Subjugate France, we need to take out the state where Paris is. Or Ile-de-France. Then we got this mission, which means that we're going to have to fight Castile at some point. Which is down... somewhere down the line that's going to happen. Oh, we're actually not that far away from getting the... colonize the Caribbean. I think as soon as we get Puerto Rico... yeah, I think that's... gonna be the case indeed. Now, we don't have a huge amount of manpower, which is going to be a problem. Oh, Puerto Rico! Even more more colonists there, or settlers. So, yeah, there's over 800 already. Portuguese are having a bit of a problem here. Rebellion. Oh, actually, they managed to subdue them now. Exploration done. Okay, let's go and go through the coastline there, so we can... Oh, Portuguese have started colonizing Argentina. Rio de la Plata. Okay, so there's still 1,000 ducats that we'd need. Let's actually have a look real quick. So it's spread over here rather swiftly. There's still a little bit that it needs to spread in. I think with one loan, I mean, I'll wait with the loan, but like a little bit longer and we can certainly take that. Take a loan or two. At this point, it shouldn't even crash our economy. Not even remotely. Oh! If we were to take the Diplo idea now... Okay. Okay, let's take a couple loans. I'm gonna take a third one just in case. Or was that the fourth one? No, I think it was the third one. Anyway, we'll embrace. And then we'll get the technology, because that's going to give us a fair bit of innovativeness for getting the first... or getting the Diplo checker as the first one. Our first person to get it. Right, and then I think we're going to get a couple ideas here. Gives us a bit more discipline. There we go. Now, our manpower is a bit low. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to set up barracks in London. Just for the extra manpower. St. Helens producing fish. I'm not surprised. I have to upgrade these ships sooner or later. And we do have 1,000 in loan, so we do need to be a bit careful about that. Dead on arrival. Ah, the Explorer has died. Now, one thing that I can do is I'm going to take the money this time. Because we're going to need a lot of it to pay off the loans. Right, so where's the Explorer? It's currently heading back. Oh, we managed to do barely anything there. Now, the Falklands would be a nice hopping point for other areas, actually. St. Helens and Cape is going to be on next after that. Then what we might do is get something like Comoros. Use that to get claims on like Madagascar and such. Then Mahe and just get towards India. Of course, that colonist is not going to be forever. 16 in Scarborough have been converted, and right, we'll convert Cumbria. Oh, right, actually, we can now do the New World Charter, and oh, I don't want to do generous donation there. I could actually ask for money from the burghers, which means that I can pay off 2 loans. Leaves us with 1, which we'll be able to pay off sooner or later. How much are we gaining church power? 1.76 per month. That's gonna take a while. Actually, when do we get tariffs? Oh, Tariff is currently 12%. Or tariff efficiency. Oh right, it's the base value plus the... Okay, that makes more sense. It's just percentage of percentage is a bit misleading at times. But yeah, Puerto Rico should be colonized within a year. That's going to give us the Caribbean. Mi'kmaq separatists, 8,000 men. It's not too bad. Actually wonder, there's no rebellions around here in 13 colonies, which is rather nice. Right, our manpower is still a bit low. We lost the Explorer, but at the same time, I don't think we need them right now, so you're going to go back to protecting trade in Caribbean. And what we can do is we can get another general here, which I think will be a bit more useful. 2330. Not quite optimal, but it could be a lot worse. Transport some troops to the French soil. Puerto Rico, and yeah, I suppose we can call it Cuba. Now we can get the colonized Caribbean. Club with tariffs and native assimilation. Both go up. There we go, so that's another thing that we don't need to worry about. Also, now that we got that... Well, we got 2 colonies. Oh, we actually have a 3 colonist. Right, I'm gonna colonize Manhattan real quick. Actually, at this point, we could probably send in the Flemish minority. Still a bit high cost, to be fair. Give extra 3 plus 8%. When do we get the next idea group? Admin 14. Okay, so it's not necessarily the worst idea now. So yeah, we'll send the Flemish minority. There, of course, the colonist is going to be stuck there until the colony is completed. Muscovy Trade Company. Oh, trade power in White Sea. Okay. I presume we do have a trader... No, we don't actually have a trader there. So it's the White Sea... I'm presuming it's... Yeah, it's still being transferred towards North Sea. The Mi'kmaq separatists, well, they're going to fire soon. After that, we're going to send some of the troops again for exploring the inner parts of the continent. Right, we are getting money. Cumbria has been converted. Excellent. I think I wanted to convert East March now. There we are. So the release of map mode is starting to look pretty good. At least in my land. So actually, it's not too bad in Germany. It's like northern Germany is pretty much Protestant, and there's a little bit of in South Germany. Actually, most of Germany is Protestant. Influenza. Oh. Right, so we got... How much do we have? Oh, Venice has announced its arrival. Okay. I could save up the points to get the better infantry. France doesn't have it yet. I'm just wondering, if we were to declare war on France, we could call in Austria, Castile, and Portugal. Venice would join, but no one else. That would potentially let us make a bit stronger Austria. For example, give them Istria and Firuli or something like that. Potentially. That's not going to be today's agenda, because we are actually out of time for this episode. So, if you enjoyed this, please like, comment, subscribe if you haven't already. Also, check out the links down below in the description. But other than that, thank you very much for watching, and until next time, bye-bye.